Hey, Taurus. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to some guided messages. Taurians, my brothers and sisters of Venus. I am a Libra, so I'm very Venus-based Libra, if that makes any sense. So I definitely relate to you. I wanted to share some messages, and I'm working with the playing cards deck, actually, just regular playing cards. I just opened this deck prior to starting my Aries reading. So the first shuffles were in Aries, and now my second shuffles are in Taurus, and we're going to keep progressing forward like that. I'm going to pull 6 cards from this deck to get our general messages. Those messages could be surrounded around love, they could be surrounded around work, they could be surrounded around your current situation and energies right now, however that looks to you. So once we're done pulling those and getting our story, we are going to get some insight from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot deck, and that will, give us a little bit of color energy work as well. And then we'll close out with the final message from the Osho Zen Tarot, and there'll be some really clear and strong messages from those 2 decks. So I'm really excited. Let's get ourselves into it. Once again, thank you for being here with me. I'd also like to thank the Divine Source, spirits, angel guides, and anybody who's with me right now, helping me deliver a clear message to all Taurus watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and even their cross watchers, anybody who needs to hear the messages that will be coming very shortly. These messages are for the sign of Taurus. Please give me the messages into their current situation, current energies, and what may be blocking their current flow within the energy source that we are living in right now. Please give me clear messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Give me messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. I'm going to be reading jumper cards. So any cards that just jump out at us will tell our story here. Give me another message for Taurus, please. Ooh, too many. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Ooh, that one jumped right out. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. 3 more messages for Taurus, please. 3 more messages for Taurus. Ooh. 3 more messages for Taurus. 3 more messages. Ooh. 3 more messages for Taurus. 1 more. 1 more message for Taurus. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what we have first is a Six of Spades. Six of Spades is related to your Six of Swords. Spades is in conjunction with Swords energy when it comes to traditional tarot. So the Six of Swords is a voyage. So you could be on a path right now into moving towards change. And as you're moving towards change, picture yourself bringing your lessons, and some of these lessons may have been hard lessons, but you're bringing those lessons with you and you are sailing onto clearer waters. So you could have been dealing with some, history, whatever that is in your personal story, where there was some struggle and some definite hard times that you needed to move past. So right now your current energy is moving past that energy. So you could be already on your voyage, and moving away from whatever was hindering you previously in your recent past. And you're moving towards the Ten of Diamonds energy. So that Ten of Diamonds is directly related to the Ten of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, which is a very prosperous and celebratory type of energy. It's very stable and very fruitful and very materialistic. In a good sense, right? So you have all of the material things that you desire to make you feel comfortable, which is a really beautiful and strong energy to be in, which brings you into your next energy, which is the Ten of Cups. So this is the side of so this is like wish fulfillment. This is going into complete and utter bliss, with love and emotion, like full of such a beautiful and happy emotion. You would see, on the actual traditional tarot deck, it's like rainbows and just happiness, and so it's a beautiful energy that you're moving towards with those previous hardships that you are moving past. Super beautiful. And then it brings us into our next card, which is the Eight of Spades, which you can compare to the Eight of Swords again. So this is confirming that same energy of the Six of Swords. So you are moving past a energy where you feel like you've been stuck by whatever it is. Generally it's a mind space type of energy that we think ourselves into situations of lack and unfulfillment and just undesirable conditions, and it's generally a thought process. So working towards moving towards those tens, and the beauty is it's all inside of our heart space and what we pour into our minds. So being the Eight of Swords is an airy energy, you could be, in a lot of, mental patterns that you're just trying to break free from. So this is urging you to move away from that type of thinking and that type of mindset, which brings us into our next energy, which is the Ace of Diamonds. That's the Ace of Pentacles energy right there. So a beautiful offer of stability, financial prosperity, potential, work offer. It's definitely a strong and positive new thing that's going to be coming into your life, and you can be assured that it's coming. It's coming once you get past that Eight of Spades energy, and just like the mind space stuff, and getting to that breakthrough moment. It's going to bring some beautiful and prosperous things into your life, which brings us into our closeout energy, which is the Queen of Wands, or Queen of Clubs. And she's a very desirable queen. She's very passionate. She gets what she wants, and she's very sought after. So you could be sitting in this energy once you move past that thought of lack or just disharmony with your heart's desire. Everything is energy based. So what energies that you connect yourself to is generally the immediate emotions that you'll be going through. So just consider that, and just know that you have the great potential to move past whatever situation that you're moving away from with your Six of Swords energy, taking your learnings with you and becoming a stronger individual. Also note that on the board here we have 10, 10, and an ace. So 111 might be a significant number for you to look up in angel numbers. You can just Google it and it'll give you further insight into your current situations. And you could be seeing those numbers. And if you are, that's a confirmation that you are divinely guided and you have the ability to manifest whatever it is you want. So really just check your thought process and confirm what it is you actually truly desire from that heart space, and you will definitely bring it in, and it'll be a passionate, beautiful future for sure for you. So I'm going to pull a card. We already went past the things that we needed to work through to get our energy there, so I'm just going to pull a potential chakra wisdom tarot card, just for a chakra that you may need to call upon to move into this Queen of Clubs energy. Just know that you have the ability to embody whatever energy and whatever mind space that you need to become what it is that you desire, and to bring in anything that it is you desire. So it's a very strong reading here for sure. Okay, give me one card for Taurus, please. Give me one card for Taurus. Give me one card for Taurus to help them on their journey. One card. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what you got was the Tower card. So we've been getting a lot of yellow lately in a lot of readings. Yellow is your solar plexus chakra. So you are moving past, like you feel grounded, right? So we got our Pentacles energy here, big numbers on the table. You feel grounded. So you're past root chakra. You got your passion. It's clearly on this board here too. You got your passion. So sacral chakra, you're good there. You're moving into your solar plexus energy. So yellows is going to be important in your life. Also, just, incorporating that into your daily intake of food, and, even meditating on the color yellow to work on your solar plexus, which is connected to the divine source. It's your gut instincts. It is your ability to download messages. It's very important that we work on that part of ourselves, so we have the ability to act and respond in situations appropriately. Also know that this is the Tower. This is the Tower card. So this time in your life right now is divinely guided, and it may not seem like a happy moment, but we need to decide as individuals what messages we are giving to ourselves from the moments that are happening. We are in a worldwide planetary Tower moment right now. So this means that you're in alignment with the rest of the world, and you're going through this moment, but right now we're waiting for the dust to settle, and all of the rubble and everything to kind of settle around us before we can make any forward movement. And this is the tearing down of the ego card as well. We have a tendency to live in a very egocentric mind space in society that we are in today. So this card is it comes up to bring the message that you need to go through this moment to devour the the evil and egotistical mind space that we tend to get ourselves into. So that could be your mind space that you get into that holds you back from these beautiful opportunities, this Ace of Coins, and embodying this Queen of Wands energy as well. So the Queen of Wands energy, she's a very beautiful and sought after type of energy. I'm not, referring to a male or female specific, but it's the energy that relates to that card, which is, it speaks very loudly, and it's very passion driven, and it's a mind space that you want to be in, because you can manifest anything you want when you embody that energy. So it's really beautiful. I'm going to pull one last message for you from the Osho Zen Tarot, and we'll close out your read here. Just bear with me. The Osho Zen Tarot is a very, very in-depth tarot, and the messages they're so beautiful. That I just love sharing the full message. So I will read from the book for these ones. And this is just to give Taurus some more insight into moving successfully into their future manifestations. This is a message for Taurus to move smoother into their future manifestations. Please give me a message for Taurus to move smoother into their future manifestations. Give me some insight for Taurus. One more message for Taurus. One more message for Taurus. One more message for Taurus. One more message. Oh, they wanna do this now. One more message for Taurus. Ooh, there we go. Ripeness. This is such a beautiful card, ripeness. So what this is telling us is that you are at a perfect point in your story to share what it is within your story with the rest of the world. So your gift could be to share what it is you have in your heart space with the rest of the world. Give me 1 second. 154. When the fruit is ripe, it drops from the tree by itself. One moment it hangs by a thread from the branches of the tree, bursting with juice. The next moment it falls, not because it's been forced to fall or has made the effort to jump, but because the tree has recognized its ripeness and simply let go. When this card appears in a reading, it indicates that you are ready to share your inner riches, your juice, and all you need to do is relax right where you are and be willing to let it happen. The sharing of yourself, this expression of your creativity, can come up in many ways. In your work, your relationships, your everyday life experiences. No special preparation or effort on your part is required. It's simply the right time. Only if your meditation has brought you to a light that shines in every night will even death not be a death to you, but a door to the divine. With the light in your heart, death itself is transformed into a door, and you enter into the universal spirit. You become one with the ocean, and unless you know the oceanic experience, you have never lived in vain. Now is always the time, and the fruit is always ripe. You need to gather courage to enter into your innermost forest. Your fruit is always ripe, and the time is always the right time. There is no such thing as the wrong time. So very powerful. So what this is saying is you are ready to move past that tower moment, and ready to release yourself from the thought process that may have been stagnating you from eternal happiness. Eternal happiness with you got both of the happiest cards in the deck. So the only thing that is stopping you is the lack of understanding that you are perfectly ready. Just as you are perfectly created, and you are a beautiful manifesting being. So you can have whatever it is that your heart desires at any moment. It's just giving into that frequency of self-love and knowing that you deserve and you are the most beautiful situation, life situation, life surroundings. You are all of those things. It is all within you, and you are ready. It's your time. So it literally is just you taking that step through that doorway. So Taurus, I really hope this message resonates with you, and I hope it finds you well. And thanks for being here with me.